Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I set personal and professional goals and strategies for implementing them. Now, if you've been watching, you know that I have experimented with some live streams recently, and I finally got the hang of the technology, except this morning when I planned out the month of February on my live stream, I forgot to hit click record. So, we didn't get it recorded, but the good news is I'm going to just kind of walk you through what I did in case you're interested and talk about the kit that I used, and just generally talk about how I set a month up in case you're interested in the Passion Planner in particular, or if you are interested in how to use the month view of any kind of planner. So let's just get into it. I actually bought this kit from Ivy. I think it's Indian Ivy Ink. And I bought it like months ago, months and months. Now, I don't know if it's because I kept the kit for so long or if it was just this particular kit, but it was really hard to get these stickers off of the sticker paper. So I had to get a little creative in some places and how I used them. But as you can see, like what's really nice is they fit very well into this is the Passion Planner medium. And so they fit really well into the medium monthly view. And like I didn't have to cut down these washi at all except to shorten it. Neither did I cut up this strip here. It fits really nice. And then I took these two kind of deco stickers. They're my favorite ones. And the other deco stickers I cut up to fit up here. That's the only thing I didn't have anything from the kit that actually fit. So I just cut up those stickers and stuck them up there. But everything else is pretty much uncut. It's the way it was in the kit, and this deco sticker here. So I just really liked it. I liked kind of the Valentine's color scheme of this particular thing. And I really liked this little candle, Burn the Patriarchy. It's just like, it's funny because I'm not like an anti-Valentine's person, but I just thought I kind of liked the tongue-in-cheek nature of this particular kit, even though it's very girly, and I just really liked it. And this is like, strawberries are like my favorite fruit of all time. So so that's what I did. I used the kit in here, and I did have to cut down these sticker boxes in some cases. Like this is half a box, this is the other half, to fit. Partly because I had stuff written in here already. I like to forward plan with my months, and then I came in and I added some stickers as well from, I think these are from Honey Bee Shop. Paydays and Writing Coven days. This is the day we have our writing group, so I put little pencils to signify that. And then I set a focus for the month, a personal and a professional focus. And this particular month, I'm going to keep the focus of health, mental and physical health. Up till now, our personal focus was putting our adoption paperwork together, and that is now together. We're actually going to submit it on Monday, but I think there's going to be a little gap between when we submit that paperwork and the next steps we need to take. So I didn't want to put adoption on the focus for this month because I don't know if there'll be anything for us to actually do or not. So I figured this might be a good time for me to really like prioritize and make sure I keep prioritizing my physical and mental health. This month is going to be a hard month for us. It is the month that our baby would have been due, on the 6th here. And of course, there's all the sort of anxiety and uncertainty that comes with the adoption process and our point in that process. So I think kind of doubling down on the things that I'm doing now, the things to take care of myself, I think would be a good focus for February. So, and for professional, I do have a talk I'm giving on the 25th that I need to prepare for, and that is like all kind of rolled into the ongoing book project that I'm working on. So that is definitely the focus for this month, is to get that talk prepared, but also to make progress on that project. This is some friends that I want to see this month, and this list is actually really helpful to me because when I'm setting up my weeks, I look at these lists and I ask myself, like, did I make plans for that? Have I scheduled, time with these people that I want to see this month? Similar for places to go. We are potentially going to go join our friends on the 6th for some. This particular winery does a Girl Scout cookies and wine pairing thing. So we might go do that on that day if we're feeling up to it. And I know we're going to be taking a trip this weekend. I just don't know where yet. So I'm waiting to see if this one place we would like to go drops some discount days on the calendar. And if so, we're going to go there. But if not, we'll probably go to one of our favorite places. So once I know where we're going, I'm going to jot that down. And then just a couple of professional development things, that some of which are just coming up this month in general, and some of which are things that I would really like to make sure that I do. Because as an academic, I love to learn, and if I'm not making time for learning, then I'll feel really stressed out. So that's kind of how I fill out this bar here. These aren't every meeting I have all week, but they are either unique meetings that I need to be aware of, different from my normal schedule, or they're meetings that meet every other week. So I need to be aware of them so that I don't accidentally book anything on top of them. And they give me a picture of which days and which weeks are especially busy, so that I can plan accordingly. This is important for me to know, this is the day we would potentially be going out of town, and there is a meeting I have on this day, but it's in the morning, so it should be okay still to do that. But it might be that I ask if it's okay if I'm excused from this meeting, just because of the timing of everything with us going out of town. This was a really helpful day to look at because I have a lot going on this day, and it made me sort of reevaluate to see should I reschedule something or should I make different plans. So, and then we have Galentine's, and we have obviously Valentine's Day too. And actually, I just realized I'm restarting my podcast, and I'm excited because I have two really great guests for the month of February. And so I'm popping out when those pods come down, even though I have a content calendar that's separate from this, because they are not an every week thing. It's helpful for me to know. Plus, I need to see the relationship between recording the podcast and dropping the podcast. So I'm excited for that. And then what I did is these are the personal projects and the work projects for the month. And to help me out with this, I did go and I looked back at the projects I had determined for January to see did I make progress on them? And for the most part, I did. And then I also consulted my passion roadmap to see have I been making any progress on these game changer goals. And as you can see, I filled out a lot of this one and a little bit of this one and then some of this one. And this one, the adoption one, is almost all checked off because we are going to submit the application on Monday. So I kind of took a look at this, looked at my 6-month goals, and sort of said okay, what should I put here for the month of February? I did include, I kept adoption on here, even though I don't know what I'm going to need to do for it in this month. There are some things I can do ahead of when we need to do them. I know at some point we're going to need some pictures of us to include in a book for prospective parents. And we're going to have our home study at some point. And so we need to make sure that we have everything we need for that. And then there might be some other things that come up. I just don't know exactly how the process will unfold. So I'm going to leave that open. And then we have home, and this I transferred some of this from January to here because we had to replace our dishwasher, which is getting delivered this week. We need to do a couple of so I actually only put from my, I haven't talked with you guys about this, but I did create a home projects list. I took the easiest, lowest hanging fruit off this list and popped it on here because I know this month is going to be a busy month, and it's also a short month relative to other months. So I took the easy stuff and then the dishwasher, which is the big thing. For work, this is continuing academic writing specifically related to the book project. There's a couple of things I need to do this month in particular, so that's here. And then also I added, this is work, I guess, but not work I get paid for, my content. So I'm still trying to figure out what schedule works best for me. All the stuff that I do, the podcast, the blog, these videos are clearly just for my benefit for the most part. I mean, I'd like to think that you guys get some benefit out of it too, but they're optional things. And I'm still figuring out what the right balance is between like using these as opportunities to share my like knowledge and keep myself accountable to my goals and not like take away too much from other things going on in my life. So I've already amended my live stream schedule, for example. And now that I'm introducing podcasts back into the mix, I'm going to need to like think strategically about how that works. So the good news is that a lot of the stuff that seemed really time consuming and hard when I first started doing it is not anymore to me time consuming or hard because I've done it like that. That's a good feeling. So as I get more used to doing these things and the time commitment goes down, the better I feel about keeping a rather ambitious content schedule. So we'll see how it goes. Like, this is, I'm still kind of in winter break mode. So, spring semester Tanya might have different thoughts. But for now, I'd like to iron out some of these details of my content. So that's on my month goals. And again, every time I set up a week, a new week, I come to this page and I just look and see like, what can I take off of here and put on there? And then I used this space a little differently last month, but this month I decided I'm going to pull my monthly tasks into here to remind me to schedule them into my weeks. So every month there are things that just need to happen in my life, in my household. And for the most part, I keep these in my head. Like, for the most part, it's not a big deal whether I write them down or not. Like, mail my grandpa a box of treats. I'm never not going to do that. It's going to happen every month for the rest of his life. Recycle glass. I mean, that has to happen when the glass fills up, and it pretty much takes about a month for that to fill up. So that's, again, doesn't need to be written down necessarily, but there are some things on here that I want to do every month and I forget sometimes. So I decided to just like brain dump all the monthly things that happen once per month, stick them on here, and then ideally, as I set up each week, I'll come here and I'll go, which of these things can I do this week or should I do this week? So that's the thinking there. Okay. And of course, I looked at my 22 for 2022 list, in consultation like with myself for like what I want to accomplish in February. And then the final thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, in case you haven't seen any of my Instagram posts on the matter, is what do I do then with all of this blank space in the month, right? Well, obviously, if significant things get scheduled, I'll pop them on here like our vacation, right? But still, I'd like to kind of use more of the space than I'm currently using. So what I've been doing is I have been writing down each day the most significant thing that happened that day. So I have a bird's eye view of the whole month and what we did. Like, it snowed on this day and it snowed on this day. Leah and Aaron came to visit because it was Leah's birthday. So it's kind of nice. I like this. Instead of, I do take similar notes on the week view. Every week I write down what I did each day, but this is a lot, as you can see. Like, it's a lot. It looks really cluttered, I'm sure, to a lot of people, but to me, I love it. So it is nice to have this more condensed, concentrated perspective of like what occurred in every month. And I've been doing that for a little while. I think this I did in December, and the first month I did it was November, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, it's really nice. I can let Karen, like, this is when I got my COVID booster, and this is when we like pounded through some adoption paperwork that day, and so on and so forth, right? So it's just nice. I like it. Plus, it forces me to check in with my month views and my month goals more often. So I think it's a win-win. That's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of talk through of the setup for February. Please leave a note in the comments if you enjoyed this video. I apologize for not capturing the actual creation of. That's, again, a learning curve. I'm getting there. Yes, please let me know what you're looking forward to in the month of February. I would love to know, and check back here. I do have some additional videos coming out. Really excited to share with you some back pages ideas that I've been like mulling about, and in general, just having more fun planning. So thanks again for watching.